And this is what the program is set to do, to create somebody, believe in them, to push them through just the crest of that hill and make them successful for themselves, for their families, for the community, and ultimately for all of us. We plan to be in business for 20 years. If we can give a car away every year and we have the potential to change a life every year we give that away, then it is all worth it. And that is the purpose of this program. And hopefully it's not just 20 people and their families. So without further ado, I would like to introduce to you the 2020 recipient of the Wheels to Shine car, Clarissa Swallows. Congratulations.
They all had me so good. They told me there's all these runners up and they're just not here. And he said that she said but she has me, and I was like, that sounds like you. And she goes, but that's not what I said. It can't be you. I'm sorry, honey. And I accepted it, and I thought, there was no chance anyway.
Well, congratulations, Clarissa.
Thank you. I want to hug you so bad. Big virtual hug. Sorry about that. Thank you guys so much. Wow, where are they?
Hey, thanks for joining us. I don't know how much Liam told you, but we run something called the Wheel of Purpose. And this wheel is about people looking at 6 different areas of their lives and reaching for the stars. And we're having some really good success with it. And Liam was really clear on what a great story that you have. So we're going to share that with our followers and share your success and share some of the really cool things that you do. So I want to tell everybody about you first. J.R. Luna, who I actually know and have spent money with. I don't know if he's ever spent money with me, but he's a businessman in Ventura, California, who owns 3 automotive repair shops. Are they all called Concours Motors?
No, they're all different.
They're all different. At 17, after spending many years learning how to work on cars with his uncle, JR began working for a dealership in the world's biggest auto mall. That job gave him the confidence to pursue a career in the field. He attended a junior college where he studied business management, and in 2006, JR and his wife, Rita, decided to take a calculated risk and open their very own auto repair shop. Today, JR and his wife have 3 shops in Ventura and are taking over a 4th location as of this week. JR attributes his success to vision, determination, education, perseverance, teamwork, leadership, and love. He always puts his customers and community first, and he knows that when it comes to building a business, every ounce of support matters. That is why every year, right around the holidays, JR and his team work unpaid hours to fix a car up that they then donate to someone in need who will use it to improve their life and the lives of others. So, dude, it's an honor to have you here today.
Oh, absolutely. It's absolutely awesome to have me on your podcast here.
Tell me.
Thank you.
Let's talk first about Wheels to Shine. When did you, when you started your shops in 2006, when did Wheels to Shine come about? How did it come about?
Well, Dan, business in the early stages was a little bit of a struggle. We had to learn a lot, and we had after the first year, we had a pretty good run of, we just started getting a lot of, very fortunate to have good employees, great customers, and the community has always welcomed us with open arms. And at some point, we decided we started giving to Little League teams, to other organizations that can use the help in the community to better and improve the community. So we started doing that after about a year of being in business. And then after a while, we just decided that wouldn't it be awesome to actually do something that can change somebody's lives? Because helping a little league team buying equipment for 4-H and helping the unprivileged children and helping society as a whole, in a small way, it helps out. But then I thought transportation is so important to somebody, and that if we give somebody a car and to the right person, it might actually be somebody's uh, fortune change. It can really make somebody go past that crest of uh, transportation issues. Like instead of I pictured a mother that takes a bus to school to drop off their kids at a babysitter, and then takes another bus to school, and then walks to work. Or I just imagine how awesome would it be if that person just had the wheels. How much more can they do? So we actually just thought that we would give our gift, that our talent, which is working on vehicles. If we give that up and fix the car out of our out of our ability and out of our heart to change and give it to somebody, it can really change somebody's life, literally. I mean, don't get me wrong, I still want to buy the little league kids a jersey and bat and all that stuff, and that would be awesome. But this is a lot more. I think
It's
this
life changing.
is life changing. It could be
So
to the right
you
person.
started this basically around 2007.
That's correct. Yes.
So tell me about, how did you go about choosing a person that first year um, to give a car to?
So what we did, I got together with my management, my marketing team, and we decided that the best way to go about it is to have people nominate somebody, because there's just no way that we can come up with the right person ourselves. So we put the word out in the community, and we asked people to nominate somebody, that great person that can really use this vehicle and really expand their horizon, perhaps, with this car. And the first year, we got about 80 nominations. And then I selected a group of community leaders that um, that would read all these nominations, and we actually go through rounds of picking their top three and so on and so forth until we get to the top uh, three finalists. And that's how I started working. And every year we have gotten more and more nominations, because the Wheels to Shine program has grown. This will be our fourth car that we give away, and every single year, when I don't think we're going to be live or in person this year. When normally we gather about 50 to 60 people in our shop, and we have a nice little hors d'oeuvres and drinks, and we have some speeches, and normally when we give the car away, there's not a dry eye in the shop, because this person really deserves this car and can really benefit from it, and they're so grateful. And by the end of this process, then I just, myself and most of the judges, because I'm not a judge, we wish we had more cars to give away.
Yeah, I bet you do. Tell me, of these, 4 cars so far that you've given away, tell me about one person that might have stuck out, and what their life was like, and how it was going to change with a car.
Sure. Well, our first vehicle giveaway was to a person who has just started a business. They started an insurance business, and they were very early in their career and their business starting, and their car literally just stopped working. And she had given up a job to start his business. And she's a mother of 3, and she was having some issues with her husband. And the car really came in at a great time. She uses the car now. She was able to keep her business going. And since then, she's been thriving. She's blossomed in her business. And till today, she still comes in the shop. We still maintain her vehicle. She's a great person. And it's a silver Volkswagen Golf. And if you see her on Ventura, she's zipping around everywhere on it. And I'm just so joyous when I see that
Man,
vehicle
I
moving
so
around town.
appreciate you for that. That is, you know, they say you put your head on the pillow for the last time. It's, you don't remember how much money you made or what you accomplished. You remember the people whose lives you touched. And I am sure you're always going to remember these people that you were able to put together a vehicle for, because that is life changing. I mean, it's, you think about a person either taking a bus to go to work or get around town or go to the market or do whatever. You're talking about 10, 15 wasted hours a week out of their lives just getting on a bus and waiting because they go all over the place. And dude, that's pretty fantastic.
Well, I got to tell you, the car that we gave away last year was to a single mother of three that she took. She would go on the bus to work, and I think she got off at 9 or 10 p.m. Maybe later because there was no bus ride anymore, and she walked 3 miles home in the
Mm,
dark.
mm.
And she has little ones, and it was just amazing that we found that person, and she was so grateful. And can you imagine, you know, 20-some-year-old female walking at 9 or 10, 11 p.m.
Every
home
night,
every night? Yeah,
every night.
yeah. To
Yeah.
to her little ones, that is just, yeah. Definitely found the right person. But it takes a village to not only do this program. Obviously, I couldn't do this program if I wasn't supported by thousands of customers that we have here at Concours at our locations, and also from my team that they do a lot of volunteering on this car. They care for it. This particular year, our car was donated, and also to the so many people that submitted nominations. It takes a lot of people to do all this. It's just not myself. So I got a lot of gratitude for everybody that's been in my life and everybody that helps us get to this point, because it's obviously not just one person. It takes a village.
I would hope that when you give your car away this year, that maybe you're able to do it on Zoom and invite everybody. And I work with the hospital, and we ran a wine tasting event one time. And so everybody, we sent them all bottles of wine, but you don't have to do that. You just tell everybody, grab a cocktail or a glass of wine, your favorite
Sure.
beverage, and put it on Zoom and shoot it because what you do is you not only do this out of your heart for someone, but you also touch other people and inspire other people to make a difference. And that's what, so many of us, we see someone else do something. We're like, wow, that's so cool. What can I do? And if we can ask that question of ourselves, what can I do? You're just an inspiration. And so I hope as many people as possible see it and look at, it doesn't matter how small it is or how big it is, what can they do to help someone else improve their life? So kudos to you, man.
Thank you.
It's a big deal.
Thank you.
Really.
Well, and I got a couple stories for you. One, I had another customer that was here because we invite all our customers to our previous giveaways, and one of our customers actually gave away 2 of his bikes to unprivileged kids down in the avenue. Like, he had them tuned up, and he went there and found kids that needed bikes and give them away because of what we did.
That's
So that was very
exactly it.
inspiring. And the other story that I got, and this is the coolest story of that I can tell, is that during the Wheels to Shine of 2019, it was that day we had the car parked in front of the shop. We had a big bow on top of it. We had flyers, for the last previous weeks saying that this day we're going to give the car away. You're all welcome to come and witness it live and all that stuff. Anyway, this gentleman, his name is John. I forgot his last name, but John was working in Santa Barbara, lives in Orange County. He's driving down the 101 going south. His car has a problem, so he pulls out of the freeway. He Googles us. He comes into the shop. He shows up. He says, "There's a problem, something going on with my vehicle." He drops it off. We needed a couple hours with it. He walks down the street to get breakfast. He sees the car. He sees the flyer. And during breakfast, something happened to him. And he came back and said, "You know what, JR? What you're doing is awesome. Here are the keys. Take me to the train station. Why don't you give my car away?"
No way.
And this is the car that we're giving away this year.
No, serious?
Seriously.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was.
Look at that.
It
See,
is.
man, that stuff causes people to make a decision on the spot and go, guy's probably like, you know what? It's time for a new car for me. Let them fix it up. Let them set it up for someone. I'm going to go get a new car. My thinking on this was, you know, there's a lot of people out there that don't know what to do with a car sometimes. They don't want to sell it. Maybe a couple of years old. They don't want to go through the hassle of trading it in, doing the whole thing. It'd be great. I'm going to tell people, but we should try to figure out how to get the word out for you because, you know, rather than donate it to a charity that you have no idea where it goes or how it's all about money over there, a couple cars a year could be a really cool thing for you.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely find the people, and there's a real need out there for reliable transportation. I mean, we're in Southern California. You couldn't go anywhere without a car.
Right.
You need a vehicle.
Right. Especially here. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you want to get ahead, you know, I'm sure the 90% of the job interviews we go on, they're going to ask us, can you be here on time every time you got to work? You
can't guarantee you can drive your car there.
Right. Absolutely. So it's definitely a life-changing thing, a car.
How does Rita feel about all this?
Oh, she loves it. She doesn't want to read the nominations until the last day, or until the last days, because she's got to bring a box of Kleenex and just start reading them, and she couldn't make a decision. She want to help everybody. Yeah, no.
Actually,
but
it's good for you not to make the decision either, because it can be pretty tough. You want to give a car to everybody.
Right, absolutely. And no, it's been a great experience. Out of all the things that we do for the community, this is the most rewarding for sure.
No doubt, and it's tailored to what you do. So congratulations, and that's well done. And I hope you're doing this 20 years from now. And you got a list of people half a mile long of that you have helped and you've given back to.